Oh my God, do somebody please say it ain't so. Once upon a time, Cameron, Dame Dash, and Jim Jones used to be friends from Harlem, but unfortunately, that's not the case anymore. Cameron and Jim Jones been trading shots for a long time over Jim Jones's heat being cut off and his rent due. He don't have the money to pay it. Jim Jones has responded not only to Dame Dash but to Cameron as well. The Dipset rappers reignited tension online following Cam's post that appeared to clown Jim Jones and others. He said, "How you worried about me when your heat off and your rent due?" Not to mention Cameron disrespected Jim Jones, Mano, Fabulous, and DOCZ all at the same time.
I want to say something real quick about something that actually turns me on a little bit. Pause. And then I got to pause it because after you hear what turns me on, you may be like, yo, that turns you on, nigga. Yeah, it do. It do, nigga. I love when people I don't fuck with, or maybe they don't fuck with me, either however you want to word it. They don't fuck with you, you don't fuck with them. Niggas, bitches, whatever. They don't even really know each other that well and they team up and start hanging out because their only denominator is they don't like you. So they start hanging out and they start being with each other, and you know, and when you see this shit, you be like, y'all two niggas and y'all two bitches or y'all 3-4 bitches, y'all only hanging out because I'm the common denominator.
Yo, he talking about Jim Jones, Mano, Fab, and DOCZ.
And I love it because it looks stupid. And it looks dumb. Y'all niggas all be looking stupid because y'all know shit about each other. You know, a bitch be like, one bitch might be from Colorado, another bitch might be from New Hampshire. Y'all just hanging out. Y'all have nothing in common. Nothing. Not one thing in common. But you don't like Cam. And that shit just lights a fire underneath me, man. I love, word of I love that shit. Cause I be like,
You kind of giddy about that.
yeah, yo, I love it. Cause I be like, yo, cause I know deep down inside, you be like, I don't even know this nigga real name. What is this nigga name, matter of fact? I don't even.
On top of all of this beef, they're claiming that Jim Jones is broke, his heat off, and his rent due, and he ain't got no money. While the post didn't name anyone directly, the timing and the tone led fans to speculate that the joke was aimed at Jim Jones, who has made headlines recently for allegedly owing money to the landlord of the building where his podcast with Mano, DOCZ, and Fabulous is filmed. Online chatter quickly suggests Cam was implying that Jim had financial issues behind the scenes and he was quick to respond, not holding back. I guess since Cameron called out Jim Jones' whole crew, he calling out the whole Dipset. He said, "Freaky, you soft too. Your whole crew is soft." So that mean that Joel Santana soft, Cameron, Freaky Zeke, all them dudes is soft, according to Jim Jones. Cameron responded. He said, "What's wrong, Capo? Your heat off too? It's hate for you to be 50 years old with no heat. What's your zelly, bro? I got you." Jim Jones still going on and on calling people soft. He said, "A-Block know you soft." Cameron responded, "Yeah, but my heat on and I'm warm. You 50 years old, tough and cold. But dead ass though, Cap, your heat off for real?" I don't know if Cameron trying to be funny or if he trying to help out. But according to Jim Jones, he doing all right because he got a whole new warehouse with heat, furniture. He got a boutique in there, a barbershop.
Since I'm starting the year off at the top of your Explorer. Are you not entertained? Since everybody want to put my business in the street, I was gonna talk to you about my business. Right now, I am in the second phase of construction. We're not open to public. This is a raw space.
Yo, I hope he all right. He looks stressed out, doped out.
I have not found out yet what I want to do exactly in this space, but in my mind, I was thinking of building like a little mart, but we'll see how that goes. Pull up, show you what we've been doing. I'm building a multi-purpose content creation facility. For media, fashion, music, and broadcasting. We have a boutique here, a boutique. We almost finished the loading all the fresh. The barbershop.
Hold on, he got a barbershop. What he trying to do? Open a flea market? He got a boutique. He about to do a barbershop, a place where they could make YouTube videos all day. Whatever happened to rap?
That'll be done. Come on with it. Come on with it. I love free promo. As you can see, it's over space. This is actually a studio. It's almost done. One side.
Nigga look like he underground, underneath a train station somewhere, and they don't know he there.
It's gutted right now, so don't hold nothing against me. Show you little construction, old shit coats paper, you heard? Don't want nobody to think I'm in here, you know what I mean? It's crazy because, what we doing? The young boys usually be back there. The young boys don't feel no temperature, all they feel is opportunity. They still be here working in the midst of us working. So we're still in the midst of construction. Got a few things we're gonna be doing out here. We another studio we putting over here. Bodega, really nice little fun street to film on, do broadcast. And it's not even half of it. We got a whole nother half to film on. But what I'm trying to say is,
Yo, that better not be Dr. Umar Johnson's school. That's all I know. If it's Umar Johnson's school, I know something.
I've been happy to be able to invest in myself and something that I know is going to help a lot of other people. I'm not building this facility for myself. Yes, it is a business move. That's why I invested in myself. But I'm building this facility for all creators and young ones that's trying to come up to be a creative or have a creative ability that they want to know how to double down on. It's like an X-Men school for all the fly people, if you say so yourself. So, you know, I appreciate the promo. I love free promo. You know, I ain't gonna miss a beat. You did? It's cold in here.
I can't believe people like Jim Jones, Cameron, all these people, they got big dreams of being YouTubers. What's the point in being rappers in the first place?
I love y'all, man.
It's looking like Dame Dash failed the whole Dipset. They shouldn't have to be doing this type of stuff. They should be made men. They all should be millionaires. We seen their rise in the 90s, all the way through the 2000s, all of the money they was throwing off them boats, them strip clubs. We seen Dame Dash, Jay-Z, Cameron, all these people do it real big for at least 20 years, and now the money is gone, and that's real scary to see. That Jim Jones got to grind to be a YouTuber, and back in the day when he was trying to make boss moves and work a regular job, Dame Dash clowned him.
One day I'm coming out, I'm walking with Kevin and Leo, Cam and Dame walking in the building. Dame said, you a worker now?
Yo.
You a pumper.
Yo,
you know how these niggas, you know,
yo,
everybody in Rockefeller make jokes. You know how it's like, this
Dame was crucial.
He pumping for Kevin Lyles. You know, Cam always want to interject and shit like that. And I was on fire, bro. That really bent me in a different position. Like, you said some to me that you was already doing. You was Leo.
He was hoping nobody would see him coming out with Kevin Lyles and Leo. Don't bump into Dame and Cam. And Dame looking like, damn, you work for these niggas now? Let me find out. It hurt his feelings because his homie saw him kissing ass in the worst way.
One day I'm coming out, I'm walking with Kevin and Leo, Cam and Dame walking in the building. Dame said, you a worker now?
Yo.
You a pumper.
Yo,
you know how these niggas, you know, everybody in Rockefeller make jokes. You know how it's like, this
Dame was crucial.
He pumping for Kevin Lyles. You know, Cam always want to interject and shit like that. And I was on fire, bro. That really bent me in a different position. Like, you said some to me that you was already doing. You was Leo dude boy. That's why you had so much envy towards him, because you're not nobody boss in that situation.
That's right.
Leo was your boss.
That's right.
While you walked in that building with me, somebody else was your boss.
Everybody got a boss.
Rockefeller was a label, there was somebody else that was your boss.
Yo.
So you walked into a building where I became a big executive and tell me what I'm doing is wrong when you doing the same thing?
Yeah.
I learned a lot there, was able to take that knowledge that I had there and moving on and end up with the record called Ballin'. So the joke ended up being on them.
Dame Dash always going on and on about how he's a boss. And I always wondered, How come he wasn't in the Paid in Full movie? Jim Jones broke it down perfectly. I never thought about it until Jim Jones came out and explained that Dame Dash really wasn't no street dude like that back in the day.
Jim, what Dame impact was on the Dipset?
Dame's impact on the Dipset was nothing.
What his impact was in Harlem?
Dame impact in Harlem was nothing.
Damn.
Not to say it
Damn,
like
you
that.
hear that?
Dame came up under Hustlers. That impact was it. He was a little dude when it came to hustling in Harlem. He wasn't not no Rich Porter, none of that type of.
He wanted to hustle.
He wanted to hustle for niggas like Rich Porter and shit like that. Dame from the East Side. When the niggas on the East Side is different from the niggas from the West Side. Now for the East Side, Dame was a big deal to us because we were little. When he was coming from the West Side, little car, jewelry, and all that. So when you're young, he's looking like Rich Porter, but in reality, he was like this. Nigga, go to the store, nigga, take a couple grams, get out of here. Not to take nothing away from him. You heard?
But with him bringing
Fuck me up right
Dip
there,
in,
man.
with him bringing Dip in to the
You're
Rockefeller.
talking about
Right.
two different things. You're talking about the streets and
Yeah,
you're
but-
talking about the music and shit like
No,
that.
I was talking about the
I'm not
streets.
saying he wasn't a hustler in the streets.
Right.
You heard? But he wasn't the big dog, nigga. He wasn't that nigga. He just had a couple packs like everybody else in Harlem. You heard? His name doesn't ring bells for being the hustlers in Harlem. He made a movie called Paid in Full. He wasn't in the movie.
Right.
His character was nowhere in that movie. So I don't want people to get up here and be like, yo, he's trying to do some. No,
Tell your man
nigga.
to with a something.
He was just an actor
Yeah,
in
in
the
a
movie.
cult, yeah.
The movie's about Rich Porter and
Oh, I
all
see what
those
you're
guys.
saying. Yeah,
Dame was not a character in that
character,
movie.
right,
He's not a
right.
Rich
Nah,
Porter.
for
They
sure.
didn't change
Nah.
Dame name to Kane or Kane. They turned Rich name to Mitch.
Right.
You heard? Like, he wasn't one of those figures. He was a hustler growing up adoring those type of figures.
Right.
You understand what I'm trying to
get
say?
it.
No, for sure.
You dig? So that's why he grew up putting on for Harlem, because he was outside during the golden era trying to make his way like all the other big dogs in Harlem. He was there firsthand, hustling, putting on. Yeah, he had cars. Yeah, they had girls. Yeah, but
That was no different.
he made his making the music and was able to paint the picture that was going on in Harlem.
See,
about how niggas
that's
was
crazy,
hustling and shit
bro.
like that. And they made their money.
Aaron.
They did their numbers. But in that era,
Right.
you heard?
That's
By the time
crazy.
it got to the Jay-Z thing, that didn't even count. They were doing music. You heard?
Right. But okay, so when he canceled out the street side of it and it go into the music business of it, what was his impact with Dipset at that
He
time?
didn't have no impact with Dipset. Dipset, we made our impact on our own. He signed us. We were signed to entertainment. We were signed to a whole different infrastructure. We were signed to entertainment.
Right.
It had nothing to do with Rockefeller at all until after the 2000s, bro. Remember that. You heard?
Right.
Diplomats was already outside. Mixtape after mixtape after
Right.
mixtape before we signed the deal. We did that.
Yeah, y'all
They didn't
built-
have
yeah, you
nothing
built
to
your
do
own-
with it.
you saying you
all
built
they
your
did
own
was
impact.
gave us a home.
You putting the nigga
and
on.
gave us some spotlight for us to blow up. We already put the work in.
Right.
Anywhere we would have went was going to be a boom. We already had the streets. They didn't help us get the streets.
It's just funny, like I said, we come from down south, so to us it's like
That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot.
that's
the way
saying,
we
huh,
see
son?
it.
That's
Yeah.
what we signed, but they didn't. No, that's not what Diplomats
Right.
started at. This Diplomats hype started in the streets. There was nobody that could take that away from us. We were the biggest thing in New York City, hands down, the hottest thing in New York City. The music, the fashion, the gangs, everything. And there was nothing no one could do with us. The smartest thing for anybody to do with us was to do a deal. And Kevin Lyles was going to sign us to a deal. And when Dame seen that, he said when Dame seen he was losing his position to sign us because we were in the building, he had to double back like, nah, Kev, you can't sign it. You got to. We signing that here. So you heard? It wasn't until Kevin took a meeting with us to make Dame double down on making sure that we signed up at Rockefeller.
I don't care what y'all talking about. I rock with Jim Jones. He one of my favorite rappers, and this is my favorite mixtape right here. Ambitions of a Gangster. I mean, he redid the Biggie beat. And if you ask me, I think he did the beat better than Biggie on the Who Shot Ya. Y'all probably need to get online, Google it, go on YouTube, and check this album out because, that boy Jim Jones cold with that pen. Now that Max B home, they might as well get together, work things out, and put out some music because I heard that Max B mixtape. And I ain't too impressed, man. It ain't sound too good to me. I don't know if Max was rapping while he was in the can. He probably wasn't in the mood to rap when he was in jail, but it don't sound like he was keeping his skills sharp when he was in the can. Jim Jones put in way more work than Cameron, Jewels, Freaky Zeke. He put in more work than everybody in the Dipset put together. That's including J.R. Ryder, Hell Rel, 40 Cal, and all the other dudes that was a part of the Dipset. Jim Jones, man, he held it down. Still holding it down. Maybe he ain't got no choice but to be 50 and young, because he got to hold it down for the rest of the squad just to keep their name alive or whatever. He's still in them streets. Man, I love Jim Jones. I can't say nothing bad about the brother. I love Dame Dash too. Dame Dash has been a boss and a mogul for a long time. Y'all got to give him his props. But if I had to pick my favorite out of all of them, it would have to be Cameron, because Cam always had a witty flow, always put a little comedy in there, always had his own swag, and people hated on Cam for the longest, saying he can't rap or whatever the case is, but Cameron got a nice little flow. Jim, okay, I'm tired of kissing their ass. If I ever see these dudes in the street, it ain't no beef, it ain't nothing but love, 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 love. I'm the P. Diddy of YouTube. Can't stop, won't stop. Y'all leave a comment in the comment section. Got so much love for y'all. And for all you beautiful ladies out there, I risk my motherfucking life.
Risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations.